Hey, how's everyone been doing? I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different today. I came into my office. Oh, my nails. Sorry about that. I came into my office because I had some packages that were being delivered, and I figured while I was here, I might as well try and get a video in. So I've got two things that I want to do. I finished a sketchbook a couple days ago, so I figured we could do a sketchbook tour. I also put some new stuff up on Redbubble, and this is one of the packages I was waiting for, so I figured I'd unbox them too, just as a fun little extra. I do not know what they look like, so hopefully they turned out okay. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna get right into it. Oh my god. Okay, so this first one doesn't look too bad. This one I created the image using Clip Studio. They were having a sale, it was like 50% off, so I figured I'd try it out. One thing that I did on both of these designs is I filled in the white, so this is like, is it a vector image where it's just this? So the only place that's printed is where the white is. And yeah, I don't know. I think all of us kind of feel this way right now. So, yep, there's that one. And I have one more in here. Oh, and there's that cute little cat sticker. Okay. So this one is a little bit of a bigger image. I think I did this one with Krita. I've been testing out some, oh boy, that one's really big. I've been testing out different digital art stuff, just so that I can kind of get into that. But I think this one looks pretty good too. Definitely a bigger image, but it's kind of like a full face, so yeah. There. I'm gonna try to get it all on screen. Cool. So I'm actually really happy with those. I was a little bit worried that they would end up being all pixelated. Okay, so now that that excitement's done, let's go ahead and take a look at the sketchbook. I actually made this sketchbook and I recorded myself making it, and then I realized that I had the camera zoomed in way too much and it just wasn't a good video. I tried to explain what I was doing, but I just like got caught up on my words, and it wasn't very good. So maybe I'll do another one where I record myself making a different sketchbook, just because I think these are fun to do. They're kind of like satisfying to hold. I don't know, they're like solid, and yeah, I don't know. It's we've all got some extra time, so might as well make some sketchbooks. This is the first page. This is the stamps that I made. I think I recorded that too. And this is my first sketchbook that I made, so I called this one Sketchbook 1, and it was December 28th through March 17th. That's when I started it. And then once I was done with it, I remember making the sketchbook and doing this sketch like first thing. It was a draw this in your style. I wasn't really happy with it though, so I just never posted it. This was right after I made it. My husband and I watched The Mask, so I thought I would do some sketches and then kind of like a full picture on here. Yeah, I think this turned out really cute. This was more of like doodling, and I really wanted to practice my leafy flowers, so I started on this side and worked my way over, so I think you can kind of tell how like my progress on figuring out how to do the flowers went. I really like these ones where it kind of makes like a cyclone or like a circle around with the petals, so I forgot I did that, so maybe I'll remember next time. I also have, I was testing out this pen that a friend gave me that's like super metallic. if you can see. This is just some faces, some different hair, hands, eyes. I don't know. I'm really trying to work on doing profiles. I don't know. I'm really bad at those, so I've been working on that. And then I was like, I should do some boys. And then I just got my jacket, so I was really excited about my jacket, so I thought I'd draw that too. These ones I was kind of playing around with, like if I were to draw like a book and then some lanterns, and then I drew this lantern and colored it with this like bucket gouache that I have. I think I posted this one on social media, but it was just really chalky and not very good, so that kind of started my search for finding kind of nicer beginner gouache. I think this was during EGDQ this year, 2020, so they were doing Goose Games, so I drew some Goose, Link, I think there's a lot of links in here, Link, Samus, Heart, Pieces, Metroids, Orb, you know, the usual. These two were kind of, I don't know, I think I was reading Uzumaki again, so I was kind of thinking about like the spirals and the like creepiness of Junji Ito style, so that was kind of these two pages. And then I got into doing Pokemon with the Ditto faces, and I kind of went crazy on that. I was also kind of like testing out this paper to see like what kind of marker I could get away with. Turns out Copics are not very good because they bled through a lot, but I decided like keep going with it. I really like the way this guy turned out. I think it's super cute. And I think the other thing is I like this coughing. I really like drawing coughing in the old style with the skull and crossbones sort of thing above the face. So yeah. This is when I did different draw this in your style that you can see on my Instagram, the final piece. I really like the way it turned out. And yeah, this is kind of just a mess of a page trying to figure out how to do. This one, I think just some doodles of like crystals and stuff. I really want to do a picture where I draw like Inuyasha and Kagome. I think I was just kind of like practicing here, but trying to do it in like a style that I draw now, because I used to draw them all the time when I was like a young teenager. And then I was trying to do, I don't know, just some more doodles, shapes, poses, stuff like that. Some hands. Some skulls, trying to do like different angles and more like flowers and stuff. Over here I was trying to get like facial, like working on exaggerating like faces when like the head is turned. So I was trying to get myself to like not be scared to like really play with the shapes. And so this was kind of like after I tried like some of the faces, like trying to do somebody looking up, which I tend to draw a lot of. I really like that like upturned facial expression. Delightful, who's one of the people on Instagram, or not Instagram, well, Instagram and YouTube I follow, she was doing a Q&A, so while I was listening to that, I was just kind of doodling her. And just some more doodle stuff, more Pokemon. Pokemon's like a good fallback for me, because it was probably one of the first things that I used to draw when I was a kid. So just kind of like trying to figure out how to draw them, and also corgis, there's probably more of those in here too, just figuring out how dogs work. So I think at this point I had gotten some new gouache, So I wanted to try and redraw a lantern. So this is kind of me practicing for that and figuring out what I wanted to do with it. This was the gouache that I got. I got the Himi gouache set, the like jelly cup one. So this was just me testing it out, and this was the lantern that I ended up coming up with. I think it looks better than the other one, although it was kind of like the first time I used kind of like wet gouache, I guess. I don't know. So I really wanted to work on it more in this sketchbook, but I ended up kind of not doing that because it's, you know, kind of a pain in the butt, and if I just want to do a quick sketch, then that kind of made it hard. And then these were just kind of like some faces I was practicing because I had this empty space over here. So that applies to things coming up. This was a doodle I never finished. And this was from something, one of the people I follow, How to Draw This in Your Style. There's a lot of those just because it's kind of an easy way to doodle something without really thinking about what it is. But it had a woman's breast in it, and so it got taken down. So I was like, I'll show them. I'll do a man with nipples. So that's what I did. This was also kind of when I was practicing using my black 3 pen that I made. So you can see where I outlined that, and it kind of made those sections really stand out and kind of push forward. This is another Draw This in Your Style. It was actually a contest, but I really liked the way this turned out, and I was worried about ruining it with the gouache that I wasn't comfortable with, so I just kind of left it. But this is another one where I used that black 3 pen to like go over like the main outline and highlight the eyes and stuff. I think it turned out really cool. This is me farting around with the gouache. I really don't like this page, but you know, you gotta try it to get better at it. Halfway point. I think this is just some doodles. I think I was watching Next in Fashion and I was trying to draw what's his face from Queer Eye. This was trying to figure out the ghastly that I did for the black 3 and how I wanted that to be. Just some more doodles, trying out that black pen. Oh, this one's interesting. So what I did was I drew 2 of the same picture. This one's with my normal Copic liners. And you know, I just did it normally. This one I highlighted some of the lines with the black 3 liner, and I don't know if you can really see, but it really like makes that Copic liner look so gray. I don't know, it's just like I wanted a direct comparison. Of course they're not exactly the same because, you know, I'm not that good, I guess, but that was kind of a cool experiment that I did. Here's some more gouache. This is when I figured out that I could use a black colored pencil to line, and so that was kind of a game changer because all my other pens were getting all like gunked up when I tried to line after using the gouache. So hopefully we can get some more of that in there. Some more doodles. This is when I was getting ready to do Harley Quinn, Link. This was another one. I posted kind of the progress of this one, I think, on Instagram, but it was using the gouache and then I lined it with the black colored pencil. So just kind of trying that stuff out. This is a Draw This in Your Style. This was another one. Some cats. Just trying to figure out how to draw animals like we all are. Oh, so this page was kind of my last page. I don't know if you guys have been watching a lot of YouTube stuff or not, but I got really into Portrait Artist of the Year. It's like a British show, and one of the things that they have to do is they have to create a self-portrait. So I was just kind of experimenting, trying to figure out how I would draw myself. I think this one's pretty good, actually. It's a weird pose, but I think I just kind of was expecting to keep going with it. There's some more. Trying to experiment with faces, and then some little Bensons. And the end. I already started my other one. I already have it made and stuff, but yeah, that's my sketchbook for the past couple months. I don't really know what to say other than make sure that you stay safe. If you're looking for stuff to watch or do or be inspired by, Portrait Art of the Year 2020, super good. The Great Pottery Throwdown is another one that I watched a lot of. Both of those were on YouTube. And I don't know, stay inside. I know I'm not inside my house, but I'm the only one here, so I think it's fine, like quarantined by default. And yeah, stay safe, watch your hands. It's not always about you, it's about other people who don't have the immune system that you do. So, you know, make sure you keep that in mind. Oh, stay safe, bye.